Welcome back to my channel. On today's episode, we're flying into the San Juan Islands during a heat wave with smoke and low visibility waiting for us. I'm a professional seaplane pilot. I have over 1,000 hours flying seaplanes at Florida, Seattle, and Alaska. Today, I'm starting my own seaplane business. I sold my house and bought an airplane. Come join me and my ridiculous adventures. My name's Tony, and this is my YouTube channel. There we go.
Ooh, money.
Sure is hot. It is, it's reading 90, 100? Yeah, it's reading 100 right where I'm at. Goodness. Hope it's not actually 100. Probably is, though. All right. We have 343 nautical miles to go. We're leaving Bella Bella. All right, runway is clear. Runway is clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flaps are down to 20. Turning into the wind. Let's do it. Up and at them. All right, and we're climbing. 1, 2, 3. Flaps come to 10. Cracked it with a little trim. 1, 2, 3. Flaps are gone. Cracked with a little trim. Keep that turn coming. We're up and out of here. Full tank of gas. Nice and oil. I've done my math. We burnt 8.8 gallons per hour on that burn. I met some cool guys there. I was talking to them. One of them was a harbor air pilot. That means he flew into South Lake Union. Probably about the same time I was flying to South Lake Union. Alright, let's see. We're cruising at 90 knots. Ground speed's 105. Nice. We got a nice little 15 knot tailwind. No complaints there. We're stay pretty low. There's no really any faster or any higher. I mean, I don't really see a purpose in climbing up any higher and burning more extra gas. We got to about 2,000 feet. Probably cruise about 2,000. Another airport right below us. That one's not Bella Bella. It's a little... There's no markings on it at all. Little strip.
Entertain my brain for a little while. There ain't no way the rain's messing up my style. I'ma push these stormy clouds away. This is my way to escape. So sorry I couldn't make it to school today.
All right. We are 1.5 hours away from Friday Harbor. I can clear customs there, get some gas, head on home back to Painfield and Everett. The smoke is definitely getting worse. You can see it's pretty hazy out there. Flying around this area on a day like this is just absolutely gorgeous. You can definitely see the haze and the smoke though. I mean, I can actually see a small fire just maybe like 4 or 5 miles from me. At least see the smoke billowing up from it. I was checking the weather in Painfield. It was saying ceiling of 4,400 feet overcast. Now I think that's a vertical visibility due to smoke, because I think it's automated and the machine can't really tell the difference too much. Because I don't see any clouds anywhere. I definitely see some haze, but briefly I can probably still see, I don't know, 30 or 40 miles before the haze is, disrupting my visibility. So I would say it's essentially no factor. Now, I might get worse, so I'm hoping to get back in time. We're going to go ahead and make it. As long as there isn't some crazy wildfire busting out of nowhere. Yeah, like right over there, you can actually see it. You can see a little billow of smoke right there. But normally when you're doing these long cross-country flights, you got to kind of plan what you're eating and drinking correctly. A couple weeks ago, I flew a Cessna 206 on straight floats from Kenmore, Washington to Anchorage. It was 16 hours. We flew, 12 hours the first day up to Juneau. It wasn't very hot like it is today, but just because it was such a long flight, you don't really want to eat too much food because you don't want to poop. So it's easier to be a little hungry. But yeah, so you gotta be a little careful on how much water to drink, because you have to drink enough water to be hydrated, especially on a day like today where it's 85 degrees aloft. I mean, it's 95 down below. So yeah, oftentimes you do these long cross-country flights. I've done a fair amount of them now. I've flown from Minnesota to Grand Canyon to Seattle one day, Juneau in 2 days, back to Ketchikan, then Seattle back to Juneau in 2 days. I mean, I've done a lot of these like 10-hour-day flights, and usually what I do is I get a lot of nuts. I usually do macadamia nuts because they're about the most dense food you can possibly buy, and I love them. But you can eat, a handful of macadamia nuts and it's 1,000 calories. It's so much fat that you pretty much don't ever actually create waste from it. And you also have to have water. Now, this is all the water I got left. I got an hour and 15 minutes left, so I'll be okay, but I can tell I'm a little dehydrated right now. I told myself I'd finish my water bottle when I had an hour left, so in the next 16 minutes, I'll go ahead and slam down the last of that water. When I came up here a couple weeks ago flying the 206, I got hired by this guy. He was an F-22 pilot in the Air Force. Then now he's a FedEx pilot. But he was explaining to me how when you're pulling lots of G's in an F-22, you have to stay awfully hydrated to be able to safely pull G's, or at least he did. And so he peed 2 or 3 times on the route. We had 2 pilots, so I just sat there for the plane. He went to the back, and we called it the bathroom. We went and peed in the cup. No big deal. A little tougher when you're the only one here. And we can always trim the airplane out and pee in a cup. I'd probably just pee right here if I had to do it, but whatever. Alright guys, it's awfully smoky.
Friday Harbor Airport, Friday Harbor, Washington. Automated weather observation 0211 Zulu. Wind 340 at 04. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 30 Celsius. Dew point 11 Celsius. Altimeter 2993. Remarks. Density altitude 1,900. Thunderstorm information not available.
35004. All right.
Traffic camera caravan point.
I'll take it runway 34.
Downwind 34. Right over. Once you get down kind of low, like below 2,000 is great. Yeah, right over. Traffic camera caravan midfield right downwind 34. Right over. Hey, Harbor traffic, Skyline 51 Echo is departing to the northeast. Right Harbor.
We're coming in about 5 minutes out. I'm going to swing around and land runway 34. There's self-serve fuel there. I think I descended down. I'm below 2,000 feet now. And it seems like all the visibility came back. That's going to make it a little challenging to make it from Friday Harbor to Everett. Or Snohomish, wherever I decide to go to. I have a little scoot along 1,500 feet over the water is fine. Not the best practice, but, better than being in smoke. So right now, I'm sure you can see from the pictures, it's pretty damn smoky out. Visibility is not too bad, just really hazy. It's probably 20 miles of visibility still. I can see Friday Harbor, I can see at least 10 miles. I see the pass beyond it. I see Cattle Pass. That's probably 20 miles away. It's just that it's real hazy out. I hope it's not too much worse up when I get a little further inland towards Everett or Snohomish or Seattle. But oh well, I got to clear customs at Friday Harbor, get some gas, and we'll take it from there. Either way, I'm back in Washington. I'm officially back in my country again. The way God intended it. Man, there's a lot of big giant yachts and stuff out here. Alright, there's the airport. Start pulling some power back. Flying around the San Juan, some of my favorite places to fly around. You have so many islands, it's just gorgeous out here. It looks a little bit like Dune right now, unfortunately, so it's not quite as cool as it normally is. It's hard to show off how fantastic it is here with this smoke. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 seconds for 10 degrees of flaps. Get nice and deep into the wide arc. Fully enriching that mixture here. Couple wheels back on the trim. Airplane on, slid up. There is Friday Harbor. We're on the downwind. Not so bad when you're only 1,000 feet up.
Rush traffic, helicopter 19 November Golf. Taking 25, headed out over the harbor from the helipad, direct left off rush traffic.
I got about 1,400 RPMs. We're descending about 500 foot per minute here. 80 miles an hour, that's about perfect. I like to do 80, 70, 60. My downwind, my base, and my final. Made my base call. Gonna knock through on the rest of the flaps there just to get her slowed down here. There we go. About a slight quarterly crosswind from the right. It's almost right down the runway. Coming in high, so I'm chopping and dropping it. Not the best practice, but hey. I only need about 800 feet to put this bird down. We'll be fine. Oh, look, too red, too white. Have time, bit of power to kick it up, catch that glide slope. There we go. And we're on the ground. Welcome back to Washington. Yeah, we did it. I think my GoPro died right before I touched down. That's perfect. All right, now I can see my botched landing. After landing, I was so dehydrated from the heat, I ended up drinking some water out of the hose. I cleared customs, fueled up, and made it home safe and sound. Thanks for sticking with me until the end. To support my channel, please like and subscribe.